Our learning goal is to solve multi-step equations. Most linear equations require more than one step for their solution. Steps to solve a multi-step equation. Step 1. Undo parentheses by using distributive property, if it's in the problem. Step 2. Combine like terms on each side of the equation. We're going to look at these two examples now. Example 1. I notice there is an x plus 4x plus 6 on the left side of the equation, and I notice that I can add together the x and the 4x. That gives me 5x plus 6 equals 31. Then I notice in example 2, on the right side of the equal sign, I can combine x minus 2x. So I end up with 16 equals 1x minus 2x is negative 1x plus 9. If you take note, now we have a two-step equation. Now that we have a two-step equation, step 3 would be to undo addition or subtraction. Step 4 would be to undo multiplication or division. Remember, our goal is to get the variable by itself. So if you go back up to example 1, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. The 6's cancel out. I end up with 5x equals 25. And my final step is to divide by 5. Divide by 5. And the answer is x equals 5. Of course, I'm out of room. I'll put it over here. X equals 5. If we look at example 2, I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. The 9's cancel out. I'm left with negative 1x equals 7. Then I divide by negative 1 and divide by negative 1. The negative 1's cancel out. And again, I'm out of room. I end up with negative 7 equals x, or x equals negative 7. Now let's try a couple of examples together. Let's look at example 1. On the left side of the equation, I notice we have 5x minus 2x, which I know is 3x. Therefore, 3x equals 15. To undo multiplication by 3, we divide by 3, divide by 3, and x equals 5. If you look at example number 2, we're going to start with the distributive property. We're going to multiply everything in the parentheses by 3. So 3 times g is 3g minus 3 times 3 is 9 equals 6. Next, we're going to undo the subtracting 9 by adding 9 and adding 9. The 9's cancel out. 3g equals 15. Then we divide by 3, divide by 3, and g equals 5. Now let's look at example 3. Example 3, on the top we have s minus 4 divided by 2. So we have to start in this case by undoing the division. To undo dividing by 2, we're going to multiply by 2. It's not a lot of room. I'll put it over here. We're going to multiply the left side by 2, and we're going to multiply the right side by 2. The 2's cancel out on the left side, and we're left with s minus 4 equals 4. Then we're going to add 4 to both sides. These 4's on the left cancel out, and s equals 8. Again, if we go back in and we plug these answers into the original equation, it should be true. So if we take 8 and plug it in for s up here, 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 divided by 2 does give us 2. So our answer checks. And the last example that we're going to do together, and then you're going to try your try on your own. Example 4, I notice that there's an x plus a 4x on the left side. So I'm going to add those together to give me 5x plus 6 equals 31. Then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. And I end up with 5x equals 25. Divide by 5. And x equals 5. Try the next 4 problems on your own and finish up your Pearsons. And we'll go over these in class tomorrow. Good luck.